What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with MartyMusic. Thanks for the continued support. Got a gear video for you. Every Thursday we do a gear video. And I'm talking about this new Blackstar amp. Now, the guys at Blackstar, I wasn't that familiar with their amps until the last few months. They were kind enough to send me that little portable practice amp. And I was so impressed with it. So they sent me this one after I made a video. So I want to thank those guys. They're obviously cool for doing that. And I'm going to just give my breakdown. I'm used to playing, I've mostly played Fender amps, which have a certain style, maybe called a more American style amp. And even the Mesa Boogie that I use is based on a Fender, and the Divided by 13 is based on like a Fender Tweed. The cool thing about Blackstar is it has that American sound, but then it also has a second configuration that's like a British sound. Comes with a foot controller. You can switch those sounds out. Now, I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below about the difference between, like, let's say, a Fender and a Marshall amp, because Marshall is like that British sound, Fender's that American sound. This is the Blackstar Club 40 mkII. So it's 40 watts, but it also has a 4-watt option, which means you can get that breakup at a lower volume. So like if you're playing in a bedroom, you don't want to blast your neighbors or your parents or whatever it is, you can go to that lower setting. Now it also has 2 channels that each have their own voicing. So there's like 4 independent sounds that you can get out of the amp at any time, plus with the dials, right? Now it is a tube amp. It's got 2 EL34s in there. And then it's also got what are called ECC83s, which I believe are the preamp tubes. Let's give it a little test drive. Now it's got a clean channel. And like I say with amplifiers, people are always asking me about how to dial in an amplifier. We've got all kinds of different settings, right? We're on the clean channel right now. So what I like to do, you have bass, treble. I like to always have those right in the middle to begin with. Volume could be all the way down. That's for the overdrive channel. That's for the overdrive equalization. So we're not on that channel right now. Then we've got reverb. We've got master volume, which is the overall volume. So having 2 different volumes gives you a lot of versatility for distortion and level of distortion, how loud you want it to be, etc. So you can see right here, there's a little, or I don't know if you can or not, but there's a little light right here. If I hit the foot switch, the light goes on. Now when the light's on, its configuration is in that British mode. When the light is off, now you're in an American mode. So with this clean channel, let's just hear the American kind of setting on the clean channel here. So I think there's a little more bite to the British channel there. Maybe a little more high end, a little tighter, a little crispier sounding, and it also will break up, I think, at it'll give you a little bit more of that distortion without hitting it so hard. So All right, so very happy with the clean channels. I think sound great. I feel like this amp is really designed as a hot, hard rock, even metal, punk kind of amplifier. Obviously, those aren't my specialties, but we can have a lot of fun with it. So I'm going to turn on this lead channel, and we can see that we've got two different voicings for it. And then you have the equalization for it. And then you also have what's called the ISF, which basically is a tone shaping option. And you can, right now I have it right in the middle, so you just kind of give it a starting point. But when you crank it one way, it's more of that bright British. You crank it the other way, it's more of that American sound. So right now I'm just gonna have it in the middle. I've got the overdrive about halfway up, and it just sounds like it's on fire. So I'm gonna play with that a bit, and then I'm gonna switch voicings, and let's just hear if we can hear the difference here. All right, now let's switch voicings. Let's just hear what we get. Yeah, that is fun. I like that. All right, with the overdrive light on, they call it modern overdrive. It's a little brighter, a little tighter, a little punchier. Let's mess with that tone shaping control, the ISF. Put it all the way over to the left. You can hear that for a sec. All right, so it is a very fun amp. Not an amp that I'm used to. Is really the most I've ever played it is right now in this video. It can get super loud, so you're never going to have to worry about being loud enough with a drummer, bass player, heavy metal, anything. It's going to be loud enough, but also the lower wattage, so you can play in a bedroom. Plus, it's a contemporary modern amp, so it's got a lot of the bells and the whistles, like USB recording out. The different features on the tone controls. You've got a 5-pedal foot switch you can order for it, as opposed to the 2 selector. Effects loop, different kinds of outs, like preamp outs to do straight into recording. All that kind of modern, all the modern features of an amplifier they've thought of and put in there. So check it out for yourself. I think you will enjoy it. Definitely leaning more towards like the hard rock metal kind of guy for this amp. Not that it won't give you those clean American tones and whatnot, but it's really, it's meant to be rocked out on. So keep that in mind and go check it out. I think you will like it. And I saw the price. It was like $6.99 US. And for everything it does and sounds, I think that's a really good price. Sounds really great. And thanks for hanging out. Every Thursday's another piece of gear or gear-related video. So let me know in the comments below other gear you'd like to see me cover. And we'll see you again real soon. See you later.